Why are Jehovah's Witnesses so obsessed with demons? It's funny. The only other people I know of that might be as obsessed maybe are like people in Haiti who do like voodoo, but witnesses are pretty obsessed about demons. Let me tell you a story about what happened to me. This was many years ago. I was studying, and I moved in and became a roommate with a regular pioneer. She was very committed to being a pioneer, and she was just a good person in general, very nice. Anyway, one day we were dusting the house, and the next thing you know, I hear this shriek, and she screams. She says, "We have to call the elders." I said, "We have to call the elders. Why?" She wouldn't tell me. So she called the elders, and they came by a few hours later, and they sat down. And remember, I'm not baptized, and I'm sitting there, and I'm baffled as to what's going on. And they tell me that the statue that I brought with me, it was of an Indian man, a statue that I brought with me turned around by itself and faced the door. Well, I couldn't help it. I had to just laugh because that's just ridiculous. So I did remember that we did some dusting. So I said, well, perhaps, I did it and just forgot to turn it back around. They wouldn't hear of it. So they told me to throw it away. Well, I didn't want to throw it away. I was really not wanting to do it. But I did it. I bit the bullet and I just threw it in the garbage. Later on that night, we had a gathering. And a lot of people were there. And I had asked one brother, could you do me a favor, throw this garbage out? So he took the bag full of garbage and he went downstairs and he came back upstairs with the statue. And he said to me, it's such a beautiful statue. Who would throw it away? If you did this, can I have it? Well, I grabbed the statue from him as fast as I could and I hushed him. And I just put it as far back in the closet as I could. And I just was like mortified that she was going to find out about it. About a year later, we were moving out. And wouldn't you know, we're cleaning out the closet and I find the statue. Well, before she saw the statue, I said to her, do you remember when you made me throw away that Indian statue? How did you feel after I threw it away? And she said, oh, I felt so relieved. It was as if Jehovah's Spirit just flew right back and flowed throughout the apartment. I said, really? And then I pulled out the statue and I showed her and I told her the story about the brother bringing it back up. I also called her a crackpot, by the way, because that was one of the favorite things that my father used to call Jehovah's Witnesses were crackpots. But I think you get the point of the story. Why are they so obsessed with demons? Every little creak in the refrigerator, every little settling of a house, it's the demons. I guess it's because we have this idea that we are the devil's enemies because we are the only ones doing Jehovah's will on this earth. Well, listen, I'm not here to tell this story to, as you are probably thinking, to bring reproach on Jehovah. No, I believe in Jehovah. I know Jehovah's God. This has nothing to do with Jehovah. This has to do with people who take his name and do things in his name. And that's a story about something that was done in his name because we're Jehovah's Witnesses. So before you say apostate, do some research. Pull up apostate. See what apostate means. I'm not an apostate. There are things that I take exception with from the organization, which I think everybody should if you're a thinking person. I don't think you should blindly follow men in general. I think you should always put Jehovah first and the scripture first before man. But does that make me an apostate? I don't think so. Well, that's my story. So thanks for listening. Bye.